guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had an awesome week. Thank you for tuning into my channel again. You know how much this means to me. And because it is still January, I think we could both agree that I still have a lot of time to think about what I could do to actually make this a very productive and successful year. So one thing I really wanted to talk about today is actually social media. Yes, that includes Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, the whole full works, okay? I think it's safe to say that we actually live in an era where everyone just wants to show a piece of their life and, you know, kind of make themselves feel like a celebrity. So for example, Snapchat, we all love to show everyone that we're having a good time. On Instagram as well, we all want to show everyone once again that we're having a good time. And I feel like because of this, people tend to get sucked in to this little bubble or vacuum called social media. So then we end up having a generation of people that hold their barometer of success up to, you know, what happens on social media. You see people hashtagging things like goals. Maybe you've got a relationship, so that's goals for relationships. Maybe we've got someone with a car and that's goals as well. And then we've got someone with a beautiful house, that's goals as well. I mean, it's all well and good having goals, clearly, as we've been talking about on my channel for the past few weeks. However, when your goals are held in something that's quite materialistic, and then you base your entire life and you base your entire work rate around it, it does become a bit, what's the word, narcissistic. And don't get me wrong, I think it is absolutely beautiful that people want to strive to such great things like great cars and, you know, a nice house. You know, everyone's valid in having that. However, I do think it is problematic when you spend a lot of your time just sitting there and basing all your goals off these things. It's harmful to yourself, okay? So spending a lot of time hashtagging goals to a lot of things sometimes could be quite, let me be real, unrealistic. And that simply is because social media itself is unrealistic. What happens is people take pictures and videos of the highlights of their life, so it looks fun. But that doesn't mean that that's their life all the time. So you sit there and you get sucked into the rhetoric that this person has such a great life and here I am with all my problems and all my strife and I kind of wish I had their life. Never ever think that. And you have no idea how that person has got to that place or, you know, what they've done. This could even be turned to be positive as well. You never know how much hard work that person has put in. You have been created to be you for a very special reason, so comparing yourself to another human does you no good, okay? You can only focus on what you have and make the best out of what you have. Besides, let me tell you something, there are a lot of people on social media there that portray one sort of lifestyle but are living something that's completely different. So sometimes, you know, all that glitters certainly isn't gold. There are a lot of things that obviously happen behind the scenes that people just won't show you because obviously it contravenes against the whole idea of glitz and glamour. So I'm going to show you, you know, all the best things I have in my wardrobe. I'm going to show you, you know, all the fast cars I drive and all the lovely holidays I go on, but that might not be a, you know, clear representation of the life I live. I could really be at home scrounging off some bread and butter because I don't have enough money for it, but I've spent so much of my time and money and effort into trying to, you know, produce this lifestyle that you guys would be so proud of. And that's exactly what you do not want to do. Do not live your life for the likes that you get off Instagram. Do not live your life for the views you get off Snapchat. These people, you will obviously have friends and family on them. These people obviously mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. So there's no point sitting here and trying to live your life for people on social media. Half of the time you might even have people on there that you don't really like anyway, so what's the point? And likewise, there are so many people who don't base their entire life off social media and actually are doing real good in real life. Yep, not everything that's being done that is actually quite wonderful is actually shown on Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter or the rest of the other social media platforms that you have. Sometimes, you know, it's good to get out there in real life and actually see what's going on with your own eyes, you know. So many times I have heard the phrase comparison is actually a thief of joy. So to sit there and compare your own life to someone else's life which you have no idea about, you know, you're not doing yourself any good, okay? So rather than sitting there and scrolling and moping about your life, I suggest that since we are only in the first month of 2017, that you get up and you do something about it. Even if you think your life is completely shambles, let me tell you right now, it is not a shambles, okay? You've been placed on this earth with purpose, and there is nothing greater than having purpose. So this is the year where you will find your purpose and you will get up and you will actually make a difference to the world. So don't sit there and get carried away with social media, because if social media goes to pot, what will you really have in real life? Actually sit there and think about that for a second, and then that will actually put everything into perspective for you. So if all your followers and everything else goes down the drain, do you really still have something substantial in real life? That's actually the real question. So I all want you to make a vow right now for the year 2017 that this year I will not spend all of my time on social media thinking about the goals that are probably not realistic and sitting there comparing myself to other people. I am not going to do that, okay? I hope you won't. So yeah, I guess that's all I really wanted to speak about. I guess that's all I say at the end of every video. That's all I wanted to speak about. But if you guys actually like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, now is the time to actually subscribe. What are you waiting for? If you want to go back and see a few more bits of my content, you could absolutely do that. But first, you might as well subscribe if you're going to be on the channel for a bit longer. So I will see you guys another time. Bye.
Me and my ex had relations last night. What? Hashtag get your ass beat. So what does that mean?